Hello, North Hills. As we announced last night, we are remaining virtual until January 11th. Why January 11th? Well, as we have witnessed coming out of the Thanksgiving holiday, cases are skyrocketing in Allegheny County and in our communities of Ross and Westfield. It is clear that this virus is having a major impact on our families, our households, and on our staff. Asking any of us to truly change our behaviors and traditions as we approach the holiday season is difficult. So we've used the new CDC quarantine guidance of 10 days to frame our decision making. January 11th is 10 days beyond New Year's Day. It gets us beyond the holiday, the travel, and the gatherings. It creates a built-in quarantine window, and it allows us to move forward from there. But I also feel it is beyond time to get us back to school with in-person instruction. So on January 11th, we will return to our hybrid operational model. The only way we will not return to this model is if the governor orders us to close or to remain virtual. Recently, the Pennsylvania Departments of Education and Health changed their guidance for school operations of COVID cases. And we will strictly follow these new rules. Once we return to hybrid, we will only shift specific school buildings to virtual if the number of student and staff cases warrant such a move. And even then, the shift will only be for the time period needed to contact trace and clean that particular building. Look, I know this is a very difficult time. These are not easy decisions, and we are all overwhelmed. But as I've said many times, our teachers, our parents, and our students are working incredibly hard. And look, I know the virtual experience is not ideal, but we are offering something great under these circumstances. And the vast majority of our students are logging in, attending virtual classes, and completing the expectations for learning. But I also know the second marking period is tough. Winter arrives, holiday breaks in the calendar occur, and burnout sets in, even under the best circumstances, let alone 9 months into a pandemic. But we can't let those factors become a barrier to academic achievement and student success. We are seeing some students become increasingly disengaged, and this is creating achievement gaps. Pandemic or no pandemic, students achieve when they attend class. We have said from the beginning that we will operate a 180 school day model, as we always have. And each one of those 180 days is vitally important to student success. Simply put, we cannot educate our students if they are not attending classes and engaged in learning with teachers and their classmates. Teachers are teaching every class period, live, on time, as they always have. Unfortunately, it's not in the traditional classroom at this time. Initially, we created a flexible and on-demand learning environment for this school year. We were also very lenient on the attendance policy. But now we have to make some minor adjustments to our learning expectations to continue our primary focus of maintaining the best possible educational experience while we're in a virtual environment. So starting Monday, we're tightening some learning expectations at the middle school and the high school. Students in grades 6 through 12 are to attend classes live, as scheduled, with their cameras on, to be present for that class. You see, we're finding that students who are not succeeding academically at the middle school and high school are not attending classes live, or they have their cameras off and are not engaged in the class. We have to reverse this trend. Of course, there will be times students will need to be absent. That's not a problem. The live sessions will still be recorded and uploaded to the Google Classroom for students to watch later, as they have been all year. We also understand that there may be times where students will need an asynchronous environment for a time period. And that's okay too. Just please discuss this ahead of time with your teachers, your counselor, or your building principal, so that expectations can be set and accommodations made. Remember, school is in session, live, on time, every day. Students have to attend school to be successful. For those struggling, it's not a lost marking period, lost semester, or lost school year. It's not too late. We are all here to help you, guide you, and educate you. If you're feeling lost, behind, need assistance, please reach out to your school counselor or principal. Together, we can overcome the impact of COVID-19 has had on each of us, on our lives, and on our education. We can't let this virus beat us. We can do this. We're North Hills. I wish you all a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. I look forward to seeing all of our students back in our schools on January 11th.